Might have. I don't know.
Hello, my name is Brendon Chung. I'm a big Star Wars dork. So I'm going to talk about Star Wars. So for the first two movies, A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, the producer was someone named Gary Kurtz. And when it came time to the next installment, Return of the Jedi, Gary Kurtz worked on it for a short amount of time before deciding to bail. He left the production with the reason that he wasn't vibing with the production of the project, he had issues with the choices being made, and he felt it should be more grim. Grim. I love it. So this leads to the thing that I'm interested in talking about. Grim Return of the Jedi. I want to see Grim Jedi. So Gary Kurtz was pretty vocal about his thoughts and his opinions about things, and he occasionally talked about the very, very, very rough, very, very work in progress earlier direction for Return of the Jedi. So let's take a small peek into what could have been. So first of all, Han Solo, super dead. The idea for Han Solo was to have him be rescued in the beginning of the film, and then later, during a raid on an Imperial base, he would eat it. The idea being that this would fill out his character arc from someone who only cared about himself to become someone who would sacrifice himself for others. Kurtz also had strong feelings against doing another Death Star, as in his words, he felt it was, quote unquote, too derivative. Luke and Leia were originally not siblings. Luke's sister was thought of as someone, quote unquote, way over in the other side of the galaxy. Wasn't going to show up in the next episode. For the ending, the rebel forces were scattered and exhausted. Leia having a difficult time grappling with her new duties as the new queen of her people. And Luke, having just deleted his dad and being tasked by Yoda to pass on what he had learned, walks off with the sunset all by himself, like a lone cowboy at the end of a cowboy movie. Grim stuff. So when I heard about this rough hypothetical story outline, it made me think of K.A. Applegate. She is the creator and writer of Animorphs, a series of young adult books about kids who turn into animals fighting in an interstellar war. Yeah! The series ended on a down note, and this made a lot of fans really unhappy. So K.A. Applegate replied with a letter to her fans. It's a really good letter. I highly encourage you to finally read the whole thing. The part I want to share is Animorphs was always a war story. Wars don't end happily, not ever. Often relationships that were central during war dissolve during peace. Some people who are brave and fearless in war are unable to handle peace, feel disconnected and confused. If you're mad at me because that's what you had to take away from Animorphs, too bad. I could not hesitate any other way remaining true to the respect I've always felt for Animorphs readers. So would this story outline have been a better movie? My personal feeling is, who cares? I think it's not practical to compare like a hypothetical idea to something real that really exists, that went through the grind of the production process. So this room is full of creative people who make cool stuff. I think the more interesting thing to think about here is, how do you grapple making a choice that in your heart of hearts you know is the right and correct thing to do, but that you know in your heart of hearts will make people super pissed off. Are you chill with having message boards that have some people saying, nice, but most people saying, you are the worst, you made Han Solo super dead? I imagine the answer is different for everyone. I imagine it's very dependent on your relationship to the art you make, and you have my sympathy if you ever find yourself put in this situation. Anyways, that's a little peek.